what is something in the last maybe year or two that you've learned that you're like, damn, I should have done this in the beginning of my business?
Ooh, that's a good question. Where do I start? Where do I start? What is something that I wish I would have done early on? So, honestly, hire people. I mean it. I really do. Even if it's a VA, even if you hire someone that has a zero base salary and they're purely commission, hire people. I tried to do everything on my own when I started out. I tried to be the closer. I tried to be the guy also handling customer service and DMing people and posting on my Instagram and building the brand and getting I tried to do all that. And by the way, I was doing it. And by the way, I did well at it. I was making 200, 300 grand a year. But it was the second that I hired people, even if it's a VA, like you're paying $200 a month, even if there's any way you can take something off of your load to just focus on what you are best at, you will make more money. And actually, the guy named Bedro talks about this. He says he calls it his 95-5 rule, where really there is, of all the workload that happens in your business, there is about 5% of it or whatever it is that you are really, really, really good at. That if you spend most of your time on just that 5% or that small little piece that you're really good at, and you can delegate the rest, you'll grow at an exponential rate. So find what you're best at, find what you're extremely good at, and spend all of your time doing only that, and hire the rest. Guys, I know my skill set is actually talking to people. My skill set is getting in front of the camera. It's getting in front of a crowd. It's talk. That's my skill set. Even though, by the way, I hate doing it. It's my skill set, right? Because I get really riled up. I get really passionate. I love doing it once I'm in it, right? But then everything else, I'm not very good at. I am a terrible marketer. Honestly, I am a terrible digital guy. I still don't know how to use Google Sheets. I'm not even kidding you guys. I still don't know how to do it. Dude, I still, when someone sends me a Google Drive, I'm like, oh shit. I'm not kidding. That's because I suck at it. And yes, I could learn that skill set and I can get better, and I have. But that's not what I need to do. It's not what's going to make me the most money. What's going to make me the most money is be good at what I'm good at and then hire the rest out. I've got people on my team who are so skilled. Oh my gosh, they are so good at what they do. They are so tech savvy. They can, automate things, or they're just really good at working with people and answering their questions with customer service. Or look at this. You see my new podcast room that's set up? Here, let me unplug this. You see this new podcast room, right? I didn't build this. I hired someone else to put this together. My guy Dusky Dew right here, his name's Dusky. He's my media guy. He's running my media. He puts out some bomb stuff. I couldn't do it. I suck with the camera. I'm awful. I mean, golly, it's terrible. So when I focus on what I'm best at, I win. I make more money. I grow. And when I hire out the rest, it makes my life easier. So I'm telling you, there's so many things. By the way, that's a great question. There's so many things I wish I did early on. But if I really am honest, I'm going to tell you, do everything you can to put in all of your time into what you're best at and then delegate the rest. Because a true leader does that.
Good.
So, hope that answers, brother.